The cryptocurrency market has more than 20 Kelvin's cryptocurrencies as of today. If you are preferring altcoins because they may give a huge return, then you should think twice. Especially after the FTX collapse, it has become clearer. Maximum cryptocurrency projects lack the main feature of a cryptocurrency, which is decentralization. That is why they become riskier to invest in it. It is true that maximum cryptocurrencies won't survive in the long run. That is why I always prefer Bitcoin, the king of all cryptocurrencies. The new investors in cryptocurrencies should know first about Bitcoin and why it is the most valuable of all cryptocurrencies. People should know the reasons why Satoshi Nakamoto and Bitcoin were right. Before starting this video, I would like to request you subscribe to this channel. Our channel is new, so we need your support to grow on YouTube. Let's get to our point. Reason 1. Bitcoin is a valuable store of value. Bitcoin is a digital or virtual currency that uses encryption to regulate the generation of units of currency and verify the transfer of funds, operating independently from a central bank. Bitcoin was introduced in 2009 by an unknown person using the alias Satoshi Nakamoto. In order to prevent double spending, a system called proof of work was introduced, which made it difficult for anyone to spend the same Bitcoin twice. Bitcoin is seeing increased interest and demand as its popularity has increased since 2009, with some businesses and individuals conducting transactions worth hundreds of millions of dollars daily. There are currently over 19 million Bitcoins in circulation. Reason 2. Blockchain technology. A blockchain is a continuously growing list of records, called blocks, that are linked and secured using cryptography. Each block typically contains a cryptographic hash of the previous block up to the genesis block or head block, which contains a timestamp and a link to a previous block. Reason 3. It facilitates financial transactions outside of the banking system. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin allow for financial transactions outside of the banking system. They are also typically harder to track than physical cash, which makes them safer and more anonymous. Reason 4. New transaction fees are more equitable. New transaction fees are more equitable. The fees are designed to charge users only for processing their transactions and not for investing in the technology. Because the fee is fixed, it can be calculated by how much a person would have to pay if they were paying with cash or traditional bank wires. This could incentivize people to invest in Bitcoin and help the currency grow while also providing fair compensation for those who use the network. Reason 5. It promotes the decentralization of finance. It promotes decentralization of finance. Unlike traditional finance companies that charge interest on loans, and then take a small fee for the service of loaning the money, Bitcoin only charges a fixed fee. This means that no one is taking advantage of people's need for cash. Because Bitcoin works through voluntary transactions, there are no middlemen taking advantage and no high interest rates being charged to move money around. The reason Bitcoin was originally created was that there was no fee for sending money, and a transaction could be confirmed in 10 minutes or less. This helped Bitcoin gain popularity very quickly, as it allowed people to use the currency without any high-risk fees. The reason Bitcoin fees are increasing is that more people are attempting to use Bitcoin, which is also increasing demand on the network. Reason 6. It promotes accessibility of finance. It promotes accessibility of finance. Unlike traditional finance, decentralized finance does not require a bank account, credit card, or other such financial institution to use. Therefore, Bitcoin holds the promise of wide-scale financial inclusion. Reason 7. Blockchain technology prevent fraud and tampering in the ledger. Blockchain technology uses distributed ledgers all over the world. This is why the ledger cannot tamper and data is much more secure than in traditional finance systems. Every single transaction on the blockchain since the genesis block can be tracked. Reason 8. The supply is fixed at 21 million units and will never increase again. When a block is solved, the miner creates a new unit and then adds it to the total number of all existing units. This will continue until there is 21 million total Bitcoin. As of now, there are more than 19 million Bitcoins existing on the network, and the more days that will pass, it will become harder to mine. The halving feature of Bitcoin after every 210,000 blocks, which is almost 4 years of time span, reduces the mining rewards. The number of new Bitcoins adding daily on the network also reduces. This feature makes Bitcoin deflationary assets, and that is a huge reason for increasing its value. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to visit the blog web3abcd.in to stay updated about cryptocurrencies.